Rupa, a picturesque valley in the West Kameng district of Arunachal Pradesh, is carved by a meandering river that glitters under the high Himalayan sun. Its banks, layered with smooth pebbles and shifting shingle beds, are more than just scenic. They are a favored realm of one of Eastern Himalayas' most remarkable and enigmatic birds, the Ibisbill. The Ibisbill is a species that seems almost mythical, blending qualities of different birds into one. With its long, down-curved crimson bill, soft grey plumage, and striking black breastband, it looks as though it belongs both to the rivers and to ancient folklore. Unlike the bright and restless forest birds of Shergaon or Eagle Nest, the Ibisbill embodies stillness, dignity, and quiet purpose. It inhabits the shingles beds and gravel banks of fast-flowing rivers, habitats that are starkly different from the lush green forests Arunachal is known for. At Rupa River, the Ibisbill reveals its unique lifestyle, walking with slow, deliberate steps along the stony banks. It probes between pebbles with its bill, searching for aquatic insects, larvae, and small invertebrates. Its grey body blends so well into the stone that even experienced birders can miss it at first glance. Only when it shifts slightly or the sun catches the gleam of its red bill does the bird seem to appear as though conjured by the river itself. The sighting of an ibisbill here is always a privilege, unlike most common Himalayan species. This bird is localized and often elusive, found only in certain stretches of undisturbed rivers across Central and South Asia. Its presence in Rupa is a testament to the valley's pristine habitats and the importance of conserving riverine ecosystems that often go overlooked. Watching the ibisbill against the backdrop of snow-dusted ridges and fluttering prayer flag in Rupa is to witness a perfect harmony between bird and landscape. The river carries with it not just water from the high mountains but also the quiet majesty of creatures that, like the ibisbill, remind us that even in the shifting gravel beds of mountain streams, life finds its most exquisite forms. For birders, a day at Rupa River is never complete without scanning the shingle banks for this elusive silhouette, and when it finally steps into view with its elegant stride and curved bill tracing the stones, the ibis bill transforms the quiet river into a place of wonder.
The Rupa River, which is rocky banks and sparkling current, is one of those places where water and wilderness meet in a delicate balance. Flowing gently through the folds of Western Kameng, it draws not only the people of the valley but also a diverse array of birds that depend on its stones, shallows, and ripples for survival. Among them, the common sandpiper stands out not for its rarity but for its familiar, endearing presence. At first glance, the common sandpiper is unassuming, a small brown and white wader with a slender bill and short legs. Yet its charm lies in its restlessness. On the shingle beds and sandy stretches of the Rupa River, it can almost always be found bobbing its tail nervously, a characteristic gesture that makes identification easy even at a distance. This perpetual teetering gives the bird a sense of animation as if the river's pulse runs through its body. The sandpiper is a bird of edges where water meets stone, where current meets stillness. Along the Rupa shallow, it darts forward in short bursts, probing the mud and pebbles for tiny invertebrates, aquatic larvae, and insects. Its movements are precise yet quick, a rhythm shaped by both hunger and vigilance. Often a sharp tweet-tweet call will precede its sudden flight, wings flickering low and fast over the water before it lands again a little further downstream, resuming its endless search. Though widespread and familiar across Asia, Europe and Africa, the common sandpiper's presence at the Rupa River holds its own quiet significance. It is both a migrant and a winter visitor in Arunachal Pradesh, retreating to warmer regions when northern breeding grounds turn inhospitable. To see one here weaving along the river banks is to be reminded of the immense journeys undertaken by even the smallest of whales. The Rupa River, with its rocky corridors and undisturbed bends, offers them a safe resting ground. What makes this bird fascinating is not only its behavior but its symbolism. The common sandpiper is a wanderer that follows the flow of rivers across continents. In the rugged calm of West Kameng, it embodies adaptability and resilience.
O river's dancer silver bright, you stitch the air with black and white. Upon the stones where waters play, you skip and bound and dart away. Your tail, a metronome of streams, keeps time with currents, wakes, and dreams. Each step a note, each call a song, the river listens swift and strong. No palace grand, no garden wall, you claim the rocks, the spray, the fall. A wanderer with wings of light, you make the river's heart take flight. O wagtail, spirit wild and free, you mirror what the waters be. Restless, fleeting, bold and true, the Rupa flows, and so do you.
The long-billed plover is a delicate and somewhat secretive wader of mountain rivers and shingle beds often overlooked amidst the constant movement of rushing waters. With its neat brown upper parts, pale underparts, and a fine black breastband, it blends seamlessly into the stony riverbank where it forages. Its longer, slightly downcurved bill, distinct from many other plovers, allows it to probe between pebbles and mud for aquatic insects, small mollusks, and larvae, making it perfectly adapted to its chosen environment. At places like the Rupa River in Arunachal Pradesh, the long-billed plover can sometimes be seen standing still on a rock midstream, surveying the current with calm patience before darting forward to feed. Its soft whistling calls echo faintly over the sound of rushing water, adding to the serenity of the sea. Though not as showy as other river birds, the charm of the long-lived plover lies in its quiet resilience, living where river and stone meet, and where only the observant eye is rewarded with its graceful presence.
On the cool, boulder-strewn banks of the Rupa River, the Plumbeous Water Redstart is an ever-present flash of life against the grey stones and rushing waters. The male, cloaked in deep slate blue, perches confidently on a rock, his fiery red tail flicking with restless energy. Each flicker catches the eye like the spark, a bold contrast to the river's muted palette of stone and foam. The female, subtler in her soft grey with delicate white speckles, blends more closely with the rocky banks, yet her quick movements betray her presence. Both dart fearlessly over the tumbling current, sallying out to snatch insects in midair before returning to their chosen rocks. Their song, clear, sweet, and piercing above the roar of the river, seems almost to stitch the wild flow into rhythm. At Rupa River, where water rushes endlessly and the air carries the crisp scent of pines, Plumbeous Water Redstart brings color and music to the stones. To watch them is to witness resilience and grace, a small but vivid reminder that even the most turbulent places can be made into home.
In the forest of Arunachal Pradesh, the greater Yellownape stands out with its vivid yellow nape glowing against olive green plumage. A skilled forager, it hammers into barks for insects and grubs, its rhythmic drumming echoing through the valleys. Its loud, ringing calls often reveal its presence before it is seen. More than just striking, this woodpecker plays a vital role in the forest, controlling insect population and creating nest cavities for other birds. In Shergau's misty woods, the greater yellow nape embodies both beauty and purpose in the Himalayan canopy.
O quiet sentinel of shaded wood, clad in twilight's muted hue, you rest where branches kiss the mist, a fleeting thought of forest drew. No radiant plume, no trumpet call, yet in your hush a sound resounds. The grace of patience still and small, the poetry of shadowed grounds. You dart a spark of subtle flame through veils of green, through drifting air. Each flight a verse, each pause a name, etched softly where the leaves declare. O slaty bird with gentle art, you teach the wanderers how to see that beauty blooms in modest part and silence hums with majesty. Adios, my birding friends. See you all next in episode 13, Arunachal Pradesh.